The LGBTQ community and its supporters are calling today a victory during Pride Month. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled existing federal law forbids job discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation and transgender status. Previously, 21 states have had their own laws prohibiting job discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity. 7 more provide that protection only to public employees. Those laws remain in force, but today's ruling means federal law now provides similar protection for LGBTQ employees in the rest of the country, including South Dakota. Locally, members of Sioux Falls Pride say this will give certainty to the community members here who may have feared losing their jobs by just being themselves.
Take a look at this map. It represents what the U.S. looked like yesterday for LGBTQ workers. The states shaded in light gray, including South Dakota, didn't have statewide protections in place. Now look at this map from today. Now LGBTQ employees in all 50 states can work openly without fear of being fired.
I was so relieved and happy and excited.
CODY INGLE with Sioux Falls Pride speaks from experience. When he came out, it came with mixed results.
You know, coming out in that process was a great experience for me, but it did have some consequences to it, like losing a job and, you know, trying to figure out what does that mean for me now.
The court's 6-3 ruling extends the scope of Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, which bars discrimination on the basis of sex, race, color, national origin, and religion to include LGBTQ people.
We absolutely needed this. There's been a couple of big hits against our community discrimination-wise from the federal government.
Boots Among Trees with Sioux Falls Pride says the decision doesn't grant the LGBTQ community any special privileges.
We really are striving for an equity among people, regardless of being LGBTQ plus and two-spirit, and just be able to be ethical workers and ethical employers.
The map may look a little more level today, but INGLE and Among Trees says there's still more work to do.
The fight is worth it and that we're going to continue fighting for those things.
Well, members and supporters say there are still laws needed to prevent discrimination, including for housing. Justice Neil Gorsuch, President Donald Trump's first nominee to the Supreme Court, wrote the decision.